What's up, guys? Ben Samalek here. Okay, we're talking about BBI. We're looking at it. We've been looking at this. This is a play that I liked last week. I pointed out. This is for educational purposes only, of course, but this could be a wild ride. Just letting you guys know, this thing could spike. Just like a lot of these other AI stocks. This is an AI play that I feel we potentially have some upside. We didn't miss the boat, and like I said, there's this AI, smart car, self-driving cars, crypto storage. This there's going to be a wave with all these companies, these tech companies, these AI companies that could be like the internet boom, right? We're at 100,000 Bitcoin. It could go to a million, but that's only a 10x. Where some of these AI stocks still could have ways to run. So BBI, I like it. I'm going to just do a little two things I found on it. I found a new article that was kind of positive, and then also I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to share my screen here and just give you a quick analysis. It's still looking pretty good. We're still in an uptrend here. Looks like we consolidated a basing. We could be on another up leg. There could be some downside, so don't get scared. That's what I wanted to also share this is because I don't want people to get freaked out here, with a potential volatility in this stock because like I said, it's going to be a volatile play, potentially, to the upside, and possibly it could work its way up just to shake some people out. And in the end, just know what goes up must come down. So just always keep that in mind. Do not risk more than, that's just always advice I've heard people. Don't risk more than you can lose. Don't gamble because it just always never ends well. Have a strategic plan that you're sticking to and try to keep the emotions out of that you are using. Like I said, it's a scientific plan, something that's, try to leave the emotion out, whatever. It's a good technical plan. Okay, so as we see here, BBI, we had a up day where it was up almost to $8, if not eight. It looks like it touched eight and then came down all the way to 726, like I said. So wild swings these are having. Look at this day, man. That was a big swing. So we've had some wild swings. I do believe, we should, all the way up there are some bases. And then some down candles, so it base down base. So all in these bases there can be some resistance all the way up till here, I think, to the 964. This would be the one that I would, once it hits there, there should be some big resistance. Not saying I would be selling. I mean, if you want to take off half, if you got it like I did around $5, I'm not waiting until it gets up to here. But then from there, I'm sure I could even go back further, but I'm just saying let's just wait for this first leg to hit and break that, and then we can look past that. And if it comes down, fills this gap, which is always possible, guys. Gaps love to get filled. If in the short run they're just, if the market pulls back for the tariffs or whatever, and this goes with it, we could fill this gap. It goes right into, if you look at a 4-hour chart, going on a lower time frame, it would be hitting a 20-day moving average right there. So right into that zone. Whereas up here, this is where I found the zone. I broke it down towards the top here. We had a base, and then a drop, drop, base, drop, base, drop, base, drop, blah, 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 blah. Okay, but that was like we said, there was some news that came out or something, and I think also because tech still AI, is it going to be a good company or what? People are wondering. But now with AI, the cars are starting to drive, and that's what I wanted to show you guys. This is not just that for the technology for the different military, which they have a lot of contracts for already future work. We know they have already, hundreds of millions of dollars of contracts. Look at how this is an article I just found, BBI Strategic. This is on the 4th, so recent, July 4th, BBI strategic move in AI, a hidden catalyst for autonomous vehicle growth. So it is also a play on and I think that's the recent, rally is just realizing that this is more than just a AI play for the military, but it's also with, you know, Tesla just putting out their self-driven cars around the same time I think that they started rallying. It's, no coincidence, I don't think. The surge in BigBear.ai. I'll just read a little and then you guys can check this article out. Stocks up 68% year to date through June 2025 has investors scrambling to understand the drivers behind this momentum. Not me. I'm not I'm not scrambling. I know why. I said on Friday, the Friday before this came out, the week before, or I think is when I said it, or it could have been, yeah, I think it was the week before. Yeah, I said the Friday the week before, so I already called it out before these guys started talking about. While the company's recent wins in national security contracts, just like I said, in biometric software deployments have been well documented, a deeper analysis reveals how BBI's overlooked innovations in AI-driven logistics and smart infrastructure are positioning it to capitalize on the acceleration adoption of level 4 autonomous systems. This article explores how BBI's technical advancements and strategic partnerships are creating a robust moat in the autonomous driving ecosystem, offering investors a compelling entry point into a 214 billion market by 2030. Those moats, that's what Warren Buffett talks about. He looks for those companies with a moat that will protect them, in up and down turns in the markets. Those moats will keep them from, competition. There's always competition out there. He wants to find the company that has that big moat. So that's what this is talking about, that big moat that's going to protect them, like they're a castle and there's a moat around them from other companies or other competition or whatever. So I'm not going to keep reading, but this is already something I mentioned 2 weeks ago when I put out my first video about BBIs, that they are also a play in the self-driving car space, which is going to be huge. It's just starting and it's already been proven that it's going to happen now. So this is not like, oh, well, like when all the .com stocks came out, nobody knew which one was going to make it, right? This company now, and then once the internet really took off, ones like Yahoo, Amazon, these guys all took kind of excelled above all the rest of it. A lot of them fell off, but a lot of those companies were just like a website. They didn't even have a business, and they were like everything was skyrocketing at that time, the tech boom. Now this company is actually a real company, solid company, has, there's always issues with every company. So if you want to find, is this a good stock? Is this a bad stock, right? You could find on both sides. But just the fact that it's already has contracts with the military, hundreds of millions plus now with the AI, the automated self-driving car, boom that's about to happen, and different companies and stocks that are related to it, this company is just ready to enter and take off with it, right? They have, you know, also parts of the company that are going to benefit and are in, as you can see with this article, they're explaining that part of the self-driving car space. Okay, so I just wanted to share that and just, cool. We're looking, and like I said, I'm selling calls on my shares. So in that sense, if this thing takes off, I can buy them back and kind of sell more. Because if this thing takes off, I'd be fine with it. I'm still gonna be good. But if it's a slow kind of grind up, just like, that's another play. Or if it kind of pulls back a little, I'll be making money as it pulls back, resell those, make more as it goes up. So that's just me. I like to manage risk. That's just always me. I don't trade emotionally. I don't like to gamble. I like to do everything technically and find out. I do have some puts as well that are really far out. So that's kind of my stop loss. You could say if it gets to a certain point, my puts are covering me. But also, I do believe my plan is if this thing pulls back, those puts, then I can sell those and buy more shares and sell more calls. However I do it, I don't know, but I'm positioned a certain way, and I'm just going to see right now on the 11th is when my first calls expire. Once those expire, I'll make $1,200, and then I'll sell more and I'll let you guys know, and we'll just keep track of that. So as of now, I'm telling you guys, on the 11th, those will be worth $1,200 if they expire out of the money. But if they go in the money a certain point, I will buy them back, because options tend, especially options that are expiring soon, if it's like 850 option, you're at $8, it goes to 950, that option would tend to be around $1 still. So I can buy it back at $1, still have made the balance of what my option was sold for, as well as how much it went up in from option level to option where it was at. Okay, from current price to where it was at. I could do a video about that later to explain more. I don't. That's not what this video is about. But I'm just kind of giving you guys a little bit of my plan as we go through this. But you guys, if you want, it's a great stock. You can just, as long as you can buy and hold without, having to worry about losing all those funds. So psychologically, you won't get shaken out when if this thing gets kind of volatile. That's a good place to be in. But for now, that's it. Hopefully that video helped. We're going to keep looking at this. And then note, let's look at note. Sorry, before I end, that one was another one that I'm also looking at note. And I've already made some videos on that. So hold on, let's see if they let me share again. Well, oh, here we go. I can share. Okay. All right, so let's look at note and then we'll end this video. I did pull back. Um, this one did. And as we see, we're hitting some support here. Let's see it on a daily chart. I didn't do any trend on this one. I can do that later, but it's under $1, guys. 75 cents. Okay, what can you lose? Just 1,000 shares, 750 bucks. Just let it go, and this thing could easily become a double, a triple, even, and then you can just half it or take profits and just let it ride. I already did a video on this one as well, so you guys, I can do some more details in the next video. I just want to keep it short, but there's a long way to go before we hit a top of our previous top, closest top here. Closest high is $2, so you still have a chance to hit a double if this thing comes back to its old high. This one's not as pretty when I look at a larger scale, but it's still, I think, from my other analysis, it's still, for being under $1 to me, it could be, it could be a speculative bet. That's why this one, don't put too much into it, guys, because it is kind of on a downtrend here. But that being said, this company can benefit from the AI boom, self-driving cars, crypto, all this stuff. It's part of doing smart contracts and things. If this company takes off, this could be definitely a short run, a quick double, or else in the long run, who knows what this could go to, $10, $12 stock. I don't know. So that being said, this is all for educational purposes only. Hope for you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to like, subscribe, stay tuned in, and let me know, guys, where are you at? Are you in BBI? Are you in no? Where'd you get in at? Or like, what are you hoping? You have any feedback? Have you seen any news? Put it in the comments for us, and we can all kind of like watch together as this thing goes and enjoy the ride together, guys. And thanks for tuning in. See you next time. Hope you like the video. Bye.